Hello everybody, welcome to D for Play. Got the lights off because I've been playing almost. Well, I got to level 10 in fletching. Spectacular. Got level 10 in leather. Spectacular. Making glue. Went through a whole barrel of bones. I'll tell you what, if you're not saving up your bones, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. If you're not saving up a lot of things, you're going to learn. Someone in chat. Anybody know this one? Anybody? Hold it. There it is. Anybody know this one? Does anyone make cotton cord? Have the mats, but not the skill. Yeah, you can get out and get that cotton. No one answered that I know of. Maybe they answered privately. Okay, so what is that cotton cord? Just in case you hadn't seen it, but you might have seen it coming up in a need. You need to go out and get wool. You need to go out and make wool. And then cotton kicks in, yeah, it's a level 21 skill. Yeah, so you'll be hitting hard when you're around 12, 14. You can hit it on hard. That's what I did on glue and bones. I didn't have any hooves because I haven't been able to go out and get goats lately. So I did it on bones. And that's probably what you're going to find yourself doing. Because glue is before you need anything with glue, unless you're moving up archery. Oh yeah, see, still 7 here. So if I was 10 here, it would line up with archery's need for glue. Someone was complaining, and they were complaining. Oh, they need too much darn glue. And they were way up. They were way up. So yeah, save those bones, save those hooves. Just make more trips to the field. Instead of choosing what to throw down, choose to go out twice. That's your big thing. When I go out, I could say, yes, I just need this. I'm going to focus. Good luck with that. Hey, you know. It's what you do. So we have, see, the rabbit trophy needs glue and rough leather straps. You got to strap that bunny to the wall. Real quick then, do I have any fur leather around? Probably. I make the stuff for no dang reason. I have that. I have some straps. Ooh, not enough of those. Ooh. What do I need for the bunny? It's the first. Ooh, I got enough. Planks. It's gonna... Man, if this thing fails the first time, it'll probably get rid of the cheapest thing I have, which is the fur. Maybe the planks might be considered the cheapest value item I have. Drum roll. Well, forget the drum roll. Boom. There you go. Wow, the rabbit trophy. A mounted rabbit's head honoring a successful hunt. However, humble the quarry. I've only smoked one rabbit. I killed a badger the other day in Voltaire just to watch it die, apparently. No, I punched it. I punched it, and he went down. I was like, whoa. Well, okay, it's been a while since I've gone around punching animals. Really, I can't remember the last time. Dude, it's the most wonderful mount of the world. There you go. I ought to put it right here for archery inspiration. Yes. We need horns so we can have a jackalope. Didn't think of this? Horns. Not... We need antlers on the deer. Horns! Someone was bringing that the other day. I was like, horns. I've seen those before, but I answered the goats. Or no, I answered stags. And they were like... Right, they wanted horns that come with the crag goats. Yes, horns come from crag goats. You got to get out there to the stone lands to find those guys. It's just the way it is. Where was I? What I wanted to do was do something else. Dang it, bone fragments. Oh, almost short of those. I have actually lots of them. There's no shortage of that. Doing some quilting on the table was the current event before I decided to look upon you guys and be entertaining. Billy got a hold of me earlier, thought he had missed streams, and, well, I missed one. But I put out an episode just to say that Pax Dei is dropping dead. That's fine. Play it to the end. Most games don't last this long. But, see how far I can get. But it's quite a thing right now at 7 o'clock. I mean, it's 80 in the room right now. 80 in Alaska? Well, it happens. This is the Banana Belt. And hello, Aurora, if you ever catch this. And it's a sun going down effect that improves my signal greatly. Somebody put in Discord, the Earth is on a tilt. God made it that way. Enjoy your vacation. None of it made sense. I don't know. You read Genesis in the first few lines. The Earth hasn't moved since God made it. Interesting. Not an inch. Earth has not moved. Well, we didn't have the metric system. Actually, I don't know. We did have the metric system the way the pyramids are measured up. They're all in meters. We have lots of representations of a standard meter long before anybody seemed to care about a standard meter. So, quilted linen panning. Oh, riveting. Very easy. Why was I doing this? Because this is one of those grindables, you know? One of those, go ahead and make a bunch, because you'll be making more while they're mastered, and it will just, Founder's Emblem's coming up, gotta make a couple of those, bing bing. Why am I doing this? Getting up to level 10, and getting things up to level 10, there's a few things you're not even working on yet. Jewel crafting, most likely if you're going on the level 10s and you just started, that's schmuck. I don't even know why that exists. It's the worst. Shepherd's Smock of Blooming Fold. Verdant Mend. Heals all allies. So if you don't have any allies around, skip this one. It is a fashion. Don't. I made Morty wear it once. He still hasn't forgiven me. Do I breathe life into my avatars? Sure, why not? I do laugh. Athena called it therapeutic. I call it cathartic. Cats. Bucky, is it too hot? It is even too hot for the bunnies. Bunnies, yes. Bing had children. One survived. Tough story. But then another one. Now, I don't know whether her first, who's gray at first. The native bunnies up here, they're very gray at first. Call them Grayson or Grace. You never know what sex they are. And then there's another. I saved another one from the cats. And it survived. So that's Marshall or Marcia. Why? Because it's kind of marshmallowy, like those Brock's candies with the nougat and caramel and other things in them. They had a kind of a variety in them of caramel and chocolate. I can't remember. Too busy stuffing them into my mouth. It's the truth. I will only tell you the truth. Why will I only tell you the truth? How do you know? Because, man, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you say. And I prefer not to remember what I say. It only makes sense if you tell the truth. So, riveting. I had mentioned before, you want to get to level 10 in swords. You might say, why aren't you doing that? Well, okay. I've got to get up to level 10 in just the basic linens. You know, your basic slippers and all that stuff that you make first. I mean, pilgrim slippers, dandelion, furry collar stone. These things are from the Veil Stalkers. You've got to be in bronze armor, and I would be wielding iron, because most of those things come in twos. But you can get out there with bronze and take care of them. but you need to be in bronze armor, and you better have some buff. I mean, me, I don't know. There's a dang, I forgot the name of the Paxian who used to put up stuff on YouTube. Jeremiah, and they would go out in their underwear with a special hat that helped them with their spirit, right? And they go out and do that. They take out big things. They take out bears, but you get to like the cleric's cap of absolution, which is so important. Purify self. Remove all harmful effects from yourself, which could be good. I just don't know when. Maybe it's more of a fashion don't than a fashion yes. You have other things that don't have any kind of battle worth whatsoever. They simply have novelty. Jewelry making, you'll see, shows up right here. Jewelry making shows up right here. Those are a couple ways to get yourself up on jewelry making. The founders have another little bit. There's a founders table. I rarely put the founders table up. Rarely do. Might as well enjoy it. Nothing here. See, everything's mastered, right? But it's jewelry making, the founders album, and coronet. Both there. Everything else is mastered, even if you haven't made it. Because it's all, carpentry 11, tailoring 8, right? And since I'm tailoring 8, it's mastered. So kind of, well, they're not really worth it anyway, and they should be easy. Well, okay, they're not really worth, burning up a lot of trouble for, because they're not something you're going to be wearing beyond just enjoying them. You could run around the home valley with good hand-to-hand combat, but if you get in a fight with a boar, you'll notice you lose a lot more hit points than you used to. So, I know, riveting. Riveting. I keep on repeating what Peter said. I need to make something. I keep on repeating what Peter said in my head. Bird feathers, longwood stalk, board sinew, bone fragments. See how many fragments I have left. Going through all that glue, man, you're all of a sudden, I need bone now. Just before that, you were saying, what am I going to do with all this bone? I know that's just not. We are on Selene. We don't have to roleplay. This was 100 deer carcasses. Making, so it's the parted. The poorly departed. So I went with this. Right? This is what you get. And this result, of course. You get 2 a pop. So it was 60. Yeah, it was like 100. No, 60. You get 2 a pop. So this is 60. 60 deer carcasses. And this is what you get. So if you're like, man, I gotta do that 60. I'm gonna do boar. Yeah, I gotta do boar. Why do I save boar? Typically, when you look at this table, your meat chunks showing up first will be your boar carcass ones. You'll have the option to do deer carcass. Don't do that. Don't do meat chunks with deer carcasses. Don't do meat chunks with even rabbit carcasses. If you bother to get rabbits yet, there's no recipes for them. So they're not really... Why kill the poor little squeakers? If they made a recipe for them, be out there for breakfast. So, but the first thing that shows up though is the poorly parted deer, and this gives you more than just endless meat chunks. You'll have plenty. Do this just enough to get past it, literally, just enough to open up this. That's it. If you want to make more meat chunks, you just can't get enough of that. May the Lord bless you. Before we had the stacks corrected, which was the most ridiculous thing they ever did to make things take up time, was give us stacks of like 20 meat chunks. It was bogus. We had cases and cases just to make it through here, and then they reduced it. Now, once I got through this poorly parted deer, it raised up the poorly parted boar. That was not there before that. And then you get parted deer, parted boar, just plain. You still get meat chunks. Yay, but you get the boar neck meat. And you get the deer neck meat, which is very important. You got to stick your neck out. And then you get the deer flank meat. It's great. Notice how you do not get meat chunks anymore. So if you're like, where am I going to get my meat chunks from? Don't worry. This is coming up next for me. I might bore you with it while talking. I wanted to run out to the Pilgrim's Gate. Don't know about that. Other things occurred. Other things had to be done. running around with a hammer. Let me know where I'm aiming. Now, I'm here because I mentioned that I do not grind above moderate anymore. In the past, I used to grind right at hard, period, just at hard. I mean, really, that was the cutting edge. When I say that in the past, because a lot of people ask about armor, Gerrit's only made a set of armor. One set of armor. That's it. Pilgrim's breastplate, a bronze heater, a tuned bronze heater also. They come with a citrine, but the bronze heater is the easier one, right? And I got that now. I think I made it attuned. I may have. I must have. Maybe not. I must have. So this is another breastplate that I don't make, right? You got this one, the Breath of Life. 1009 health over the duration of the prayer. Can only be used while out of combat. Very nice. This one, the difference is regains 628 health and 69 spirit over the duration of the prayer. Can only be used while out of combat. And this might become very important. You can see why. Raising the spirit. Your helmet, Breath of Spirit, 44 spirit. If you're down here, you can see I have 165 just with the linens on, with the bonus they give me. So, right? There's some spirit regen, a little speed there, eating food just for fun. And I got mouse buttons. So, right, all I did was make these. This, and the gloves, and the vambraces. Vambraces. Right, because you got your sabatons up here. The second pair you might be going, what? Furry collar stone again. Once again, you have all these items. The second set of linens requires a furry collar stone for the shoes. The second set of bronze requires a furry collar stone. If you go to well, this one, see the armor itself, I knew it didn't. It's just the shoes, right? These things I made on hard. You can see how far these gloves are up here. You might notice that you've had to make gloves late and they're lagging behind in levels. I just break stuff and roll it on hard. Yeah, I used to have to create, well, with Mortitwine, 4 sets of the basic armors. I'd be on helmets, pounding out those before these, and then these would show up. So that would be a long grind, a lot of brass sheet. You're going through 15 plus some other things that aren't as hard to make, but 4, 15 again, 5, the bronze sheet there for the helmet, which is inexpensive on that, and then you get up to the gauntlets, which is 10 bronze ingots itself. So by the time you make your mitts, well, look, she has mitts in her armor, so I made them on hard. Catnap also made them on hard. So there you go. Then you will see the Pilgrim's Breastplate 2. This is your first iron armor, and it's what you see a lot of people running around in first. No pants or anything are showing up here, huh? Gotta have pants. You better be wearing pants. So, but you need that heavy armor chest skill at 10. And that's just the basics. You do not start Pax Dei that way. You start Pax Dei this way. Yay, you can tell that Gerrit hasn't even worn it yet. Opening recipes. Did the mounted archery targets earlier. Man, you go through a lot of reeds failing those. 400 straw every time you fail them. And they're not nice. They were on moderate. And those things were still just going, you lost 300 straw. I walked around for an hour looking for reeds. Whatever. So, armor workbench. Explained. Now, this one, you will notice when you first opened it, it has a bunch of stuff you would never make again on here. Generally, you can make these in your hand under K. The first thing you're looking for is that bronze broadsword. You can tell, no sword skill. Gotta get out there and do it. But you gotta get through the spear. You've gotta get through the spear. You gotta get through the hand spear skills. Because the hand spears are serious. If you want to know how to handle bears, there's also binding. There's a breastplate that binds. Excuse me. Might as well point that out. Folks were talking about bears earlier, and wind lash. Pull an enemy to you and cause them to become chained. Now, I don't know if people are actually pulling bears toward them, but people do use this in the PvP combat. What's this one? So, yeah, just the big health boost there, right? 109, 140. Woo! Well, the armor's higher, okay? Okay, you're not losing as much. Anyway, Aura of Life grants allies in a radius. This is the Dutch Oven of Life with a plus 338 maximum health for 20 seconds. Additionally, allies in close proximity, so allies in radius and allies in close proximity to you will get 10% increased healing received while the effect is active. So it gives them a pound, you know, it goes, hey, there's your 338, and then there's an increased 10% healing. Would you wear this on your own? Not really a big deal. But you can see the Vambraces. People say they make a chest of these things. We've got to make a chest of Vambraces just to throw them away. What is it? It's early morning. Right? Is that Bjork song? You know, no one is awake. Right? Something about going to the top of her mountain and going to the edge of the cliff and staring over, and she's tossing off something, car parts and cutlery or whatever Vambraces I find lying around, and people were throwing these away. Eltari was defending his whole crowd, saying, oh, they have to do it. They have to do it. Never had to do it. I have no idea. Well, you've never gone anywhere with it. Yeah, I have gone beyond that level. I didn't have to do it then. Now I'm looking at it again, and they've changed everything, and I doubt even more I'm going to have to do it now. So on your basic workbench, like I said, you get that attuned broadsword. Yay! Now, right? And isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful? Well, no, you don't get that. You get the bronze broadsword. Get yourself the attuned if you can. I'll be getting that next because it's better. But the thing is, it needs the furry collar stone, right? So you're like, hold it, I'm supposed to be wiping out the Veil Stalkers with a broadsword? Whatever you got there. The attune does a little bit more. 202, 102. Right? Bit different. So you got that worn out locket. So right, you got to be able to go over and get those first level baddies with the bronze sword. You can take the great sword with you. It's really no different. It has a block power, and you don't have to carry a shield. So you get that combination as relieved, right? You got that relief from that combination. So there you go. Now, a lot of people are past this, but of course we have a lot of folks. Mainframe isn't about the people who have been playing for 5,000 hours. Sorry. It isn't. We're already here. And I've said it before, there's only a few hundred of us. 800 or less as measured by Steam. Is there 2,000? Because of Epic? Because of playing on a console? Do people play this on a console? What a pain. Do they play it on a tablet? Okay, if you're used to doing that, okay. I've never done it. I played games on tablets. I played games on consoles. I just wouldn't play this one. Sitting there with that darn controller. I already feel like a dork holding those controllers. I'd rather be at a keyboard. Don't ask me why. Or you can. I'll have an answer. Anyway, so you can see how it progresses through here. You're like, hold on, we got to make all this stuff? Everything is opened all the way up to Iron Broadsword right now. At level 5. At level 5. Iron Broadsword is a hard. Once I get up to Sword Hilt, Iron Sword Blade, the Iron Bar I can do. There's other things. Iron Sword Blade. Bink. Right. Iron Bar, it's on moderate right now. Joy, I can do Iron Bars. Already got that. So we have the Sword Hilt. Right. Iron Bar, a Bronze Spike. Which, I'm looking right at it, aren't I? Where? There. So it's on simple. I'm not going to have a problem with that. I mean, I'm stating the obvious. The iron bar, probably barely fail 1 or 2 because it's on the easy, not the very easy. So the sword hilt, make a few of those because most likely these are the things you'll fail on while making that if you're not high enough. Anyway, those are the little things that progress forward. You got to have the leather, you got to have other things, and all those things are very much in the basics right now. So what, does it change? Do things get more difficult? Well, it takes longer to get a few things. People are selling bronze battle axes, or actually probably better battle axes than that, because people find them easy. They're a good block, they have good hits, and you see people using them in the dungeons like crazy. They're a favorite. So you'll see those. But you get up to the iron broadsword and tuned bronze mace. Look, bronze after iron. Bronze after iron. So what I have found is that I usually have to make 2 of each. Skipping forward to the attune can happen once you start getting the collar stones. If you get out there and get those veil stalkers, run into 5 or 6 of them. Run into as many as you can. Take them one at a time. They're over there. They're usually gatekeeping in areas where you're entering the wilds. And you know it. Heck, if you want to, here's something else. When it comes to animals like that, right? They're hiding in the woods. You're not really sure what is up with all that. You're not sure if you're going to be having all the fun you can. So we have our interactive map system here, which is all dark, and now I'm dark. So the big deal, so we can see, is we have the Curies map, we have the Ancien map, we have the Lioness map, ooh, Lioness map, the Gallia map, and the Marie map. That's all you need to know. Oh, wait till the days of expansion come, when these areas are so... Do you know how empty these places are? Let's not talk about it. So, no, darn it, wrong place. Wrong. Ancien. Isn't it? Look at all that. Look at it. Isn't it wonderful? Where are the barkers? Let's get rid of this. I know I have everything so small here. We have named enemies. Open that up. And you have all these things. Let's get rid of the minables. None. Let's named enemies. Ooh, not too busy around here. We have some dudes. We have Watchful Interrogator. We have Examiner of Vows. We have another Examiner of Vows. We have 2 Examiners. No, Watchful Interrogator again, right? Discalcelled Cantor. Discalcelled Cantor. I don't know what discalcelled is. And more. 2 of those guys. They double up. So, where are your Veil Stalkers? Don't know. Let's see. Are these old? Did he let it get old? That is one thing. That is one thing. You see Bone Breaker. These guys, aren't even like this. Right? Old Fang. So that's named. Ooh, named. Excuse me. That's a little bit different. Okay. All NPCs. Named enemies. All NPCs. Let's list them. Whoa! Okay. So, if you want to know where things are, there's a fox. There's some stags. Look, they got the goose, right? We're not going to go too far with this, are we? Oh, look at that. Old boars, just in case you want to find them. Veil Stalker. Now, where are you going to find these bad boys? And I know where a couple are, easy, because I meet them all the time. Like, we can't see anything. You are correct. Let's go down. Oh, my goodness. Ambulon's left hand? What is that? Let's get rid of all badgers. Dude, brown bears, bull mixes, brant gooses now. There's some things on here I wonder if they're still around. Because, okay, when you look at this list, you're going to see things we've had all the way back. The pickler, that's funny. It's a kiwi. It's a pheasant. It looks like a kiwi, doesn't it? Looks like I did a kiwi. Stalkers, stalkers, stalkers. Bear territory. Tolosa. Man, if I was over in Retz, this would be easier. Make it larger. Boom. So, right, impressive. Veil stalkers. Okay? You get out here and you can find each and every wonderful veil stalker out there. In the home valleys of Retz, they're not, well, you're not going to find them. Out here, though, oh, there's a green pheasant, very nice, but veil stalker, veil stalker. Will you find them exactly there? Well, I don't know. A lot of things haven't moved for quite a while, and Mainframe has said we have not moved things for quite a while. So up through these woods is a pretty good streak of veil stalkers if you wanted to go out and grab a few. But notice they have company, like badgers. Very dangerous, those badgers. You get your bears, your brown bears marked out here. They have a little bit of things, like 910 health. Is that all they have? Well, you can find that out. There's a 910, that's what they claim. You can check it out. Deers, and where's the crag goats? I want to point those out for the purpose of horns. It's usually in the stone here. There you go. Right? Lowland goats. Well, okay, they call them lowland goats here. Heath ram, lowland goat. It seems to be a little bit different. That's not exactly what I'm expecting to see, because we have the heath rams. Where's the other ones? Those are just too close to Friendlyville there. So there's a search over here too. Type to search. Is it crag goat or crag sheep? Oh, maybe it's sheep. Let's look at sheep. Because we have doll sheep up here. Searching. Nothing found. Sheep? No sheep? That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So all I can see, so craghorn sheep, I just happen to see right there. Turn them off, turn them on. So let's turn them all off. Turn on the craghorn. There's a couple other of these marks. You're wondering, how can you see those? It's a big screen. And I've been using CAD forever. Everything's so tiny on that. The Heath Ram, we're going to note those just to have them up. We have, if you have not seen the Hidden Gaming Lair site, and there's many things, okay? There's you look on Discord. In fact, you go back here to the Pax Dei mark, you're going to see all the different other things. Well, a lot of these things do not have anything to do with Pax Dei, so you'll have to filter that. Something went wrong. Reload now. Cut it out. It saves your stuff. I mean, you lose it out. It doesn't crap on you. So, dang. There is a lot. I can't believe. I'll have his name in a minute. His username. You'll see him on Discord. Rockland. There's another one. And these become important. A lot of folks really haven't dealt with these, but only haphazardly. You see them and you're like, okay, I'll take a poke at him. Why did I bother doing that? Stags, on the other hand, are what they are. Man, with the addition of birds, oh, I almost have his name. There's the red vulture. Cool. I didn't mark it. Luna wolf. I am looking for, Mother's Bane, Luna wolf. They have a few different types. And I mention them and people look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, no, they have these. Heath Ram is marked. Where's the ghost? Where's the fours? I don't think I have the fours marked. I know this is riveting. Dire wolf. Oh, those things also might be the next one you run into. The bone breaker. Oh, these are such lovely names. That dog, he's named the bone breaker. Black bear, brown bear. We have ice bear. Where's ice bear? Next time I'll have all these saved off, and then I'll do this whole thing. Curse of the Veil. That's another dog. Curse of the Veil. How many of these exist? These aren't the name. These are just the NPCs. All NPCs. Gray bear. There you are, kiddo. Good to find you. And I think there's one more. I know I'm missing one. Well, I haven't found the Veil Stalker yet, have I? Now, Growler. I'm just knocking them off while I do find them. Of course, lots of foxes. Actually, there's only one. Night Terror, Old Fang. Yeah, the Mother's Bane again. Rabbit. Piggish Cultist. Gotta find that guy. Just mark him. I want to go find that piggish cult. I didn't mark him. Where are you, Veil Stalker? How in the heck do they hide a Veil Stalker in this big long list? I should have seen. There it is. There you are, kiddo. The Vile Visitant. Yeah, we have those lovely people. The Wolf Elder. Right, very nice. You know, young boars. Like, forget it, right? You think we'd have enough boars? No way, right? So, this is where I used to be in Tolosa with the bridge. So here you go. Here you go. You'll be hunting for goats. You know, you got lowland goats here. Where do we find? These are the heath rams over in Volvestray. You go out into the fields, though. Gosh, they're everywhere. These heath rams are everywhere. Bears, Veil Stalkers out here by the gate. They are hanging around bucks a lot. Look at all these guys. And they're all called Veil Stalkers. But Fust are lovely. Yeah, Craghorns. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just here out of Lavda is a section of Craghorns guarded by bears. Very nice bears. And there's a lot out here. The Rockland Chamois, which is that your level 4? I don't know. The health is 280 reportedly on those. The health is 203 on these. So the Craghorn must be a T3. People love, that's a T3 and a T4 goat. Okay, whatever. Dire Wolf. The farther you get from home, the happier things get. Right across the line, Veil Stalkers. And, thank goodness, there you go. Because I knew Lavda had these guys in the woods. They hang out in the woods in Lavda. Not around here. I know I haven't seen them inside Tolosa. I'll be surprised. I just haven't seen them. And no, I haven't. Lavda has them up and has had. Lavda's old, Tolosa's old, but Tolosa was more peaceful even back in verse 1, right? And you can come over here and you can whomp on Veil Stalkers. See all these doggies you can get out here? Start collecting teeth. There you go. So that's probably the biggest thing you could hear when it comes to, you know, how to find these resources. Yeah, look at this long list. You know, look up a name, learn what they are. The tint of gluttony. What is that? It just shows the skin. It just shows. I'd have to have everything off. So, very nice. What I'd like to do is get up to a gate over here. Let's put some things. No. Actually, not quite. Yes. Praise the Lord. Now, some might consider it a waste doing this, because look, I only got 48 back out of 100. Oh, it's terrible. I know it is terrible. But what else am I going to do? Really, I could make some Vanguard's caps of revocation. Yay! Can't wear them yet. These are cool. I don't know. These things are funny, aren't they? They are. One. Now, I could go through all my boar carcasses and begin this process again. You know, that's how much you get 8 experience. You're still going to fail. You get 8. I know, right? I'm so used to this. I can't. Some people are like, I can look at it and tell when it's failing. Well, okay. You might want to lower your prescription a little. If you've asked your doctor. So, we have... really, I'll tell you, criticizing what people say is a tough business, but there are some things that really shouldn't go much farther than someone being told, stop that. You're ridiculous. And one of those places, it's like... If you have 30 nodes of iron in a row, and you're used to going through all those, and you're used to getting a certain amount, well, something very special has happened to you, because most likely you are not going to go through and get an exact amount every time. You will get an average amount, because you don't always get 2 ores. Sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get 3. You don't always get the same elements. One time you went out and you have onyx, right? And you're like, oh man, I gotta have that onyx. Well, you don't get any. Why didn't you get any? Because there's a roll, and so you're not going to get the same thing every time. Upon bringing that up, someone imagined that they now had license to think that, well, if results from quarrying stone or even chopping down trees, because the small ones give you 7, but the big ones don't. Sometimes they give you 116, sometimes they give you 48. And you know this. Sometimes they give you 82, 78, something else, right? So you're not always going to get the same thing. Just, if you haven't realized that or haven't put it into words, it'll help you. It might piss you off. Why can't I get the same damn thing? Well, it's a dice roll. That's really all it is. What are we doing? So one of our main problems here, I went through Gravis just yesterday on the test server because I was up here in Maremna. So I went all the way down through Armanhak, and I didn't open up there because there's no need to. I'm not going to be traveling there. Not now. Not now. It's just, I could have gone all the way over here. I could have. But instead, I decided just to travel to the Lion's Gate from Maremna. Instead of crossing the whole map, I traveled to the Lioness Gate. Why? It's always open, and it's free. It's always open, and it's free to travel to. So that gets me across the map very easy in that case, if you happen to have this situation. And it turns out good for you. So I opened this gate, went to Volvestre, and then went... I thought I did stop in Gravis there. Here, I can't remember. I went across the top when I went here. I came from Lioness, Volvestre, and I went to Astarak later. But today, we got to open up a gate. Now, where does this gate go? Well, the Pilgrim's Gate goes to Caries. And it's important. So's a cat. Every time Bucky comes in, feed me. Bucky. He's all sad. He's thinking about things now. Boom. Interesting. Right? So Astarak is where Gerritdina and Johan started day 1. Some of these places, we only have one little spot on the test server, and they're right there. I think it's Circles' place? I can't remember. Or, no, actually, that's not true. it's someone's place, and Super Noob has all their cases there, but maybe Loopy, you know, because we have people who consider themselves loopers. This place has been here since darn near the beginning. Any nice? Hey, really, oh, man, the dungeon gates. I mean, really? A nice box. Not. Little, someone's trying to be creative down there. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I'll tell you. I hate people who suck at building. I mean, I hate. Yeah. I mean, when there's like... It's too bad. It's a building game. It's like this. It's an atrocity. All hyper lit up for no bloody reason at all. I mean, who wants to... I mean, they're not lighting it up for themselves. I can get nasty. This sort of thing... I mean, I don't know. Let's go find out. Maybe it's someone I know. That would suck. For them. I'm gonna tell them, hey, any friend would tell you, you got toilet paper sticking out of your pants, you know, something. So, talismans. Ugh, man, this guy's been here, or girl, has been here since, you know, it's just a thing. It's just a sex object. And I do mean that. You know, it's just something autoerotic to them about it. A lot of people create these things. And that's nice up there. You come into a territory, you think it has a bit of identity with that. You know, some things, there's big warehouses. But look up on top of the hill. That's much more interesting, isn't it? Someone's really working their butt off up there. And there's a nice sweep going up the back of that hill. But... yeah, we're heading out this way. There was no use for that. I just thought it was cool. And see, there, that looks beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Why is it, you know, okay, so if you're, you know, going, I gotta build something fast. Okay, well, no you don't. It's not raining. Billy asked me why don't I have a roof. Okay, so I thought about that because I have been thinking about that. You know, why don't I have a roof? Well, primarily I don't like them. I think the roofs are actually kind of a pain in the butt. Once I'm in the woods, you know, on a one-story building, I often put a roof. No, I'm not going to check it out. They need to clean up that bottom, though. Ah, there you go. Pringles can. It's like Pringles probably wanted to make tennis balls. And they got all these, you know, these tube cans for tennis balls. And then all of a sudden the wrong truck showed up and they all had potatoes. They just made the best out of it, I guess. They taste like tennis balls, though. Here, I'll have sword. Nice. Alright. I think I know where I was going. Right. Come up here and take a right. Hello, brides. If you think it's too much to hit those things with arrows, you can get one, even two, sometimes if you rush up on them really good. But you gotta catch them really good. Text just behave. I do hope a lot of the most basic buildings I see are new starts. But when you see something that's very large, that obviously is not a new start, you can only pray it's someone who's, if they're going to make something that large, make sure it's not like looking at a big pimpled butt. You know what I mean? I mean, if people want to be a dimwit and they want to build big, huge things and say, look at me, but they expect you, I mean, well, you know, it's random, isn't it? It's random. There's no architectural reality to it. Tower's interesting. Little village up on top there. Right? Have to go check it out sometime, much to their dismay. Some places I walk up to and I'm just like, oh God, here's another one, right? But then there's something nice. You gotta keep your lanterns away from the walls, they glow through. Who's this? Hello, who are you? Can I see? Prevnikas? Nice knickers, Prevnikas. What, man? Bread. Oh, these shields. Got one. Yeah, that plain rye bread. I eat it all. I never try to give it away. This stuff, oh, man, you gotta make so much of it too. I feel you. Could have taken it. Hey, you know. Yes. They're gonna give up. Whoops. Bingo. What are these? Pilgrim's breeches. You can't wear them. What are you doing, Buck? You want back out? This guy's still thirsty. It is so hot and muggy. And that's it. The humidity's way up. I don't have a barometer at this time. I used to have a nice naval one. You get the 3 symbols on the walls. Barometric pressure and all that business. The starry night sky. It's glorious. Yeah, I'm one step away from being able to go out and take out Veil Stalkers. I'd rather be in armor. You can be in leather. If you really want to work up your leather skills pretty fast, you know, get those... I'm going up... Yeah, I missed it. Hello. Of course it's up the hill. So... Yeah, wearing the leather, you'll go up in levels very fast. You wear your linens and make it through a Veil Stalker. I survived a Veil Stalker fight. I think they'd be 123. I don't know, it's been a while. Nice terrain feature there. There too. There you go. There's a camp the other way. I saw it on the map. No, I actually remember because I've taken that turn so many times. Hi, guys. Come on, you birds, be quiet. Don't tell them. Yeah, I don't... What's the difference between me running by this place and then taking a step onto the grass? They should be coming to kick my butt. Is that someone's place out there? No, okay, that's a tower thing. They have that different kind of roof, the barky one. It's got the bark. Yep, here's someone's place, tucked in the hills. Now, if you don't want to build anything and you feel like it's all just a travesty for suckers, bunch of suckers, there you go. Big cement block surface. That's how it always begins. What else are you going to do? You can't build over the grass. I don't actually ever think they'll get rid of this. If you want to get rid of this grass, just go to your settings. And you put them on low. There. There. Now you don't have any... Well, okay, you still have things growing through because there's trees and bushes, right? But look at all I got rid of. I don't know how many frames I'm doing now. I don't have the Steam thing up. I usually don't do it. Right? It's not going to help. Low settings. Man, you can see... I know. This is the farming setting. You see just things, you know, adjusting themselves. I never do this to myself. I mean, really, if I had to play Pax Dei like this, I could just go back to Myth of Empires. Medium. We're just in a grassy area. By the time you get there, you forget what it looked like before. There you go. Grass is back. on medium. Hi. Probably more detail. Okay, there's decals on the rocks and other things that start showing up. And shadows and other things on the rocks. Different mosses and things that show up. Let's go back to normal. You know, this is like 3 feet apart here. 1, 2, 3 feet apart. Hold it. Whose place is it? Be nice. Wolf veins. Okay. Gotta love the floating diapers up there. These are the classy people. These are the best of Pax Dei right here. And look at that. Let's push this far to make that. I mean, I'm in a hurry to get to anyways. That's not even realistic, putting it on wood. Give me a break. I mean, just, why do they do this? To make money. That's all they want to do. Mahakala. Here's place. Mahakala's a douche. Makes Pax Dei looks like shit. That's just the truth. Thanks for making the place look like crap. Well, I'm way up in the hills hidden. Yeah, it didn't help. Did not even help, dude. This is like in Star Citizen, no one builds anything. They give you a little hive to live in. The last thing they want is, you know, people's handmade garbage everywhere. And that's like rather true. It's like, well, why are you slow to build? Well, dude, I'm not a big builder. I like to build, you know, but I'm not like, man, I gotta have a castle. I'm in the game to build, but I still have to collect a lot of resources to make it any fun. I mean, literally. I have to collect resources to make it fun. Oh, dang it. Come on. There you go. But, I gotta reach over to my keyboard for those. I wanted function keys. That'd be great to have function keys on a pad. But no. Logitech used to have them. These gates are interesting. You can die if you try to explore them. And I mean climbing the rocks. There's ways to get up on these rocks, and there are. A Hand Flow has also tried this. He caught me doing it. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like trying to climb. He's like, yeah, I died doing that. Yeah, you know, I had just gotten back from dying. Ta-da! Something you gotta know. So, jack of plates showing up in there. Have jack of plates. It'll make it. Okay, never mind. Nobody laughs their ass off. I don't know why anybody writes that. It's the most insulting thing people do. I'm 64, so no, you are still younger than me. Okay. I will. 54. That makes you feel... I can't do it. Can't do it. So, you just never can tell what they're saying. And they all complain about the way I speak. I don't even get it. Just effing insane. Now, you have opened the gate. If you have not noticed yet, and you want to avoid some disappointment, we're in Carrie's. This is so familiar, it's insane. But You will notice it does not show me opening the gate on this side. And that is very true. You need to run away. Run away. And some are more difficult. Innis Gallia, I think. Or is it Marie? You have to run around the corner. Because there's an Inquisitor camp right there. What do we have here? Well, I know what we have. We have Retz. And so that's how we're going to... I want to check out Retz. And I want to open the door to Retz. Am I going to walk all the way around here? Heck no. It's a free ride. And then it's half the distance to get to Retz. And open this gate. Join me. It is late. We got 1 hour into it. Any folks that have checked me out, I don't know if anybody's watching tonight. There's a thing I could put up unless you chat. There is some kind of status. Look at all this. We have gone to heaven. You could die out here. You see that thing right there? It'll kill you. Dead monkey. Now you see the reason we're out here, though. Now, a lot of this is pure, so I can't touch it. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. But I'll be able to touch this. Yeah, I haven't died to a will-o-wisp yet. But I have had them in camera. I mean, backed off too far. I've had them very close. And just running around rocks while running out of stamina. And unfortunately, getting a whole bunch of soul brothers hot on me. Yeah, that made it very, very difficult. Now, one of the greatest secrets is that if you don't want to spend all day, this might be the way to do it. Oh, come on. There you go. Now, people come out from Lioness to get the iron and all here. Because, well, there's more here than you'll find in a small area in most places. In fact, at most gateways, you'll find this. Volvastray, their mining area, looks like it's full, but it's actually full of copper and tin. Where if you go up to, yeah, you can hear the birds now. Kind of cool, very cool. There's supposed to be 12 different species, a 13th one, hopefully a coconut-laden swallow. You can shoot the coconut out of its hand, have a cool drink, put the lime in the coconut. Why not? Why not just use the stamina I have? We can do it. Finish this one off. No. Get the pickaxe in hand. Stop doing that. I don't like using E for a lot of the strikes on things. Get my stamina up. Wasn't there some... Yeah, there is, I think. You're right. Always good to have. Be right back. They really don't care. Hold it, this was all part of the plan. Yeah, I came out here from the other way in Sif. Totally different world, right? And they didn't have all these rocks gathered up here before. I have fur on me, Leroy. And he's like, no. Too many mosquito bites, kid. So what, you're going to fill up with stone, they're going to run across the deadliest terrain? It's not very deadly, but it can be. You don't pay attention. It seems to me there's not as much danger right on the road anymore. In fact, with the addition of birds, it almost... Well, it really... It straight up seems as if it is a fact that there's less baddie NPCs. But I'm not hanging out. I'm not hanging out to find out. There's lots of birds. I don't know what the difference between the birds are besides getting different feathers, better feathers, you know, as archery goes up. So I'm discovering that as I get to archery 10. The ruffled feathers, you can, with water, recondition them. And then there must be other feather varieties of that. Big deal. It's just an illustration change and a note in the spreadsheet. That's, yeah, sure, you can say that. So I guess this was the solution to those in Lioness not thinking they had enough. One thing that makes me wonder is if they got rid of all the sticks and clay and all the other resources that we'll never need in the wild. If you're looking for clay and sticks in the wild, I don't know, maybe you like pain and suffering. There's nothing. Okay, you could just chop down a tree or find clay all over your home valley. Even if you live in Retz, where we have a very large developers, one just disappeared, 52. I'll probably be checking that out later. With nights as clear as this in Alaska, as it is dimming, but we still have just a light blue sky now. Once the sun's down, things go much better. You can see these stones aren't blinking. They just did put an infrastructure patch in the other day. And right after, I still notice blinking stones and everything like that. Now, how many people are on Selene right now? We can check that out. God, looking up population data, and it's not inaccurate. It's not accurate. You'd actually have to look up the server itself, and yeah, I could do that. I just don't care. I mean, if there's 2,000 people a month, 2,000, I think that's generous. What, 2,500? Yeah, let's make it 3,000. Let's say 3,000 a month are in reality playing Pax Dei. The majority want to play it for free. Now the hours help. Watch it, Badger Boy. You know they're up to stuff. That's why I killed one yesterday. Well, he was about to run off the road, and I just said, "Can you get these guys in one punch to stop them?" See, there's a stag. Oh, it's a stag. Over here might be a stalker. Might be finding out something quick. You just run back to the cave entrance. Riveting. I know. Like you've never watched yourself mine. Oh my goodness. Really, this far from sand? I'm keeping the metals for now just to see what shows up. The jewels and all that stuff. I've already talked before. Yeah, like someone was like, fluorine. What's fluorine for? No one would answer. As far as I saw, they started talking about toothpaste and tooth decay and stuff like that. As soon as someone said toothpaste, you just knew it was a dude, you know, trying to get attention. You know, his name's Hobo Jobo or whatever like that. They always got these cute little jolly names, and they're just psychopaths. But, no one answered. They just started talking about tooth stuff. Wait, you wanna look? Oh, good, it's out, good. When I changed, right? Oh, I'm in a different area. Nice. Nice. Oh, believing in recruiting, press O and apply today. But someone, yeah, they're asking, free Gannet and limestone. No. No. Just give it up. I don't think the game wants to launch. Nothing ever makes sense. So yeah, people, they say things. What, they didn't get blocked by chat? I don't know, nothing. I can't remember really. Cool. Different thing though, different thing. The person was just asking about fluorite, what's it for? Someone should have said, it's for nothing. It's an extra thing. Or just mention, you know, it's level 30 something, you know, armor crafting or alchemy or something. I don't know. And then go on. Then go on with how it's about toothpaste. But no, this person politely engages people who I consider are disingenuine. Although they're just being funny, why don't they just shut the fuck up and answer the question then? That ain't funny. Or say, I don't know. But here, maybe it's for toothpaste. But people don't like saying, I don't know. I don't mind it. Bougainvillea. Leroy, you're going nuts. He's starting to get that look. Oh, are there soul brothers over here? I'm be stuck in a hole. Badger, you watch yourself. Are you telling me that's copper? No. Who? Whoa. Who would come all the way out here? Look at this little girl not be able to. She's like, man, I am wearing the wrong shoes. Soul brothers. What? Which ones were those? Yeah, the Lost Soul Brothers. They were a group in the 70s. They used to be. Oh, are those doubled? Are they gonna walk back? There's two. That's funny how slow. Who wants copper in the wild? Well, okay. There's copper in Lioness. There is. I ain't afraid of you. I see you. And when you come around, I run. But when you leave, I come back. Man, they return slow now. That's interesting. Because the aggro, right, persists as long as they're in range. So that slow return. Oh yeah, they have this guy crosses the road too, by the way. How do I know? Observation. Yeah, I will be getting dropping off a bunch of stuff too. I know, riveting, exciting. This is all part of the chores, part of the do it. There's that onyx. That's so important. I don't know anything else on here that's important. Well, okay, I don't even know if we use this, but it just shows up with this. Lead makes me feel like something we should have to keep, but we don't. Blizzard stone we can throw away pretty darn fast. And yeah, I basically just build up a case of these things. Well, I'm not keeping these. I'm just seeing what shows up. I'm not coming all the way out here to keep gems. You gotta watch it. I mean, this is not a time to, you know, take a break while pounding metal. Now, why they put one of those there is interesting. I must admit, there's our seat. Well, no, that's not the seat one. sorry. Our seat one's the little log on the side of the road. Have I told you guys that yet? Look at that log they gave you to sit on. Not these roads. They have a little bit different terrain. Let's try to avoid Mr. Lovely there. What's with the red thing here? That looks like something you'd want to catch. Ah, elegant stinkhorn. That's right. I've not seen elegant stinkhorn for a long time. Wait, yeah, it's just going to be another thing for the... It tastes slightly better than its smell would indicate. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. You see? Negative 20, all that stuff. You're going to need that what is the pants that get rid of effects? Yeah, you're going to have some effects in those pants. But for poisons and stuff like that, I'm very surprised we don't have, arrows that have been treated with poison. I thought we were going for that sort of thing. In fact, I don't know why poisons are there yet. Now, as usual in a lot of chat-based games, they're very catty about answering questions and being open with information. I actually have never been. There's always plenty in these games. There's always too much. The idea of preciousness is nothing. So to withhold information, to say, well, if I tell them, I won't be able to make money. Well, if you don't tell people where things are, no one's going to be around to make money off of. Once they realize how much it's worth by having to go out and get it, well, maybe then you'll have a little bit of a deal, huh? Yeah, we're going to be shuffling off a lot of this stuff to Buffalo. I don't need sand way out here. But I want to keep these. Yes, they're precious. It looks nice. Really. We've been collecting it since verse 1. No idea. This obsidian I have plenty of, but we do use it for one thing, don't we? One thing. Lead, no. Plenty of this. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. Plenty of you. Plenty of you. Plenty of you. Just want to keep enough so it's not irritating. For its, inventory full. The constant messages of a full inventory. Right, nice. I'm feeling accomplished. Someone's gonna walk around and go, score! Oh, it's all junk. That close-up. Beautiful boulder footage. I know, riveting. But here you go. If you haven't seen this, go to the gate at Lioness. Wherever you are, just go there. Bucky, you don't want to go out again, do you? Come on. Come on. Well, finally 57 at the deck. I tell you, the temperature drops. We nearly get to freezing at night when it's clear. We're really in the 30s. Much like a desert in many ways. I know, exciting. If you have stuck with me on all this, how many nodes was that? There's something. Oh, I do need to do that. I haven't counted these. Well, I haven't seen how many I successfully can get since they put them here. They weren't here before, the last time I came through. They had this big thing where they changed all the nodes, right? And we were all running out to the quarries, watching them switch from copper to tin and all that business. And they're intermixing copper and tin. A lot of folks were complaining because they're like, hold it, I want to go out here and expect to get what I get. Well, they still could. There wasn't less. There wasn't less. It's just mixed up. Now, apparently, they wanted to tell us there's still as much impure iron as there was before. They just changed where it was. Okay. I haven't counted it all. But if you look at the hidden gaming layer, they have numbers. And someday I'll go whipping through that and get really savvy with where a few things are and demonstrate that. But it's old information. We're all moving forward now. Kinda. Mainframe's not moving forward. In fact, to me, a mainframe is a big concern to me. They promoted this big idea, but did they actually know how to get there? Did they? Get a cup of coffee. Traumatized. Poor traumatized. Out for 3 winters. Leroy. Running out of juice. Now that, what is that, raspberry syrup or something down there in the corner? I picked this up on the way cross country. Raspberry mead. I gotta get that out there. So you get all this stuff back again. Real pain. You all know this. You have all seen this. Finish cramping this one down. And dump everything. Make me write bad checks. Still haven't gotten more than a couple of the best. Oh, well, one of those 3 each. So, you know, that's kind of rough. So you have the better iron, you'll be getting into it. Is the better pick? I've been watching it. I had iron earlier, just don't need it. No point in using iron on something bronze will do. Well, it's faster by 1 hit. It's just a lot more expensive by far. Does it wear down slower? I haven't noticed. You hear somebody? Right? Who is it? Eggs. There's eggs. South Carolina, maybe? Now, it's probably disappointing for people to find out there's already someone else out here. It was for me. Kind of, well, I had come out here at one time after I found out they collected this up, and I came out here with a pick in my hand with, well, as an afterthought. I hadn't come out here. I just saw it and then came back out saying, oh, that'd be fun, you know? Now, they're across the way, probably a higher class fighter who can get the wrought iron stuff over there, and I believe there's plenty of that. This guy's going to get curious really fast. Unless he crosses the road. How do I know it's a he? Looks like a he. A badger. Now, personally, I could just go home now after doing this, but I have more to do. Gotta get somewhere. Yeah, how do you make a point out of it all? I don't see eggs yet. Well, you know. Are you concerned you're not going to leave him any? No. I am not concerned at all. Hey, there's tons out here. Look at it. Look at it. Should have tossed that stuff. There's still time. Now, if you have not seen this much metal you need and want all in the same place, rejoice. Lionsgate, 0 grace to travel to, depending on where you are. It costs great grace to travel from, but you can return to your home. That's right, you can. And I'll be showing you that. You're not going to travel to Retz? It's run late. I found all this metal. I can come out here next time, because now I have the gate open. It is a bummer to me, because I sit out with a day wanting to do it. But this is good. This is very good to run into this. It's something I need greatly. And the more here's another one, right? Pyrite. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten the fluorite yet. Fluorite. Fluorite is a serious thing. It can take time off your life, if I remember it correctly. See, I'm a Californian. I like taking the front facing and leaving it there, and then removing all the stuff behind. That way, it looks like everything else is still there, but you walk behind it, you're like, oh, it's all gone. Oh, there he is. Eggs is down there, isn't it? That's not a soldier. No, that's eggs. I don't like calling people by their funny names, especially if their name is just to lure you to say something dirty, like Eggs SC. What, egg sack? I mean, is that a connotation? A lot of guys are writing names where they want you to say their name over and over. And you notice their name's just kind of this dirty little limerick, you know? Now, whether they're hanging out, just when you have all that stuff in your way, just hold down the left mouse key. Don't let it bother you. Just hold down the left mouse key if you have your pick in your hand. Right? I wonder if he's at the boga. Now, if he's off, I'm gonna take those right from in front of him. Darn it! Oh, it's a goat head, dude. I hate goat. I'm not into the goat head. If you're wearing a goat head, I'll probably walk right by you. Seriously, not into it. Man, you know, there's other things you're like, you should toss stuff. Yeah, I should. Well, okay, I could have less on me. Like the quartz and all that stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. But should I bother to keep it? I'm not going to use it. But by the time I do use it, I'm going to be using 5 a recipe probably. Like this, onyx, I think you need 5 every time you craft. And that's a big pain in the butt. Oh, there's the rot down there, right? That's the good stuff. But pure is out here, as I've shown you on those charts. don't even know why I keep this. Deceptive booty and transformative potential. Don't even understand. I don't even know. I'm so stupid. That stinkhorn, though. Is it worth it? No, get out of here. Oh, we got time. Let's go to Retz. Yeah. Well, with the amount of grace I have, it'd be fun if I could fast travel there, that's for sure. I have not even collected a single achievement award. I'm really not that thrilled about them at all. Because they're just showing up. I mean, I gotta do a few things over again to earn loose ones, and I can show you. Like when you get in on these, I've got 58. Of course, there are people who got all these things filled out when they started up. Except some things that I'll show you, like walls against the wind. Build 4 hut walls with a rustic hut roof. There's quite a few people who might not have done that for a long time. No, and they're surrounded by a castle, so they'd have to kind of just do it special. You know what I mean? All this pounding, have you seen how far I've gotten up? Level 14? Yes, it keeps increasing by a lot. To climb up to the next step. Oh, hold it. Not you. And, yeah, of course I'll get more sand before I get more iron. I don't want to say hi to eggs, but I'm going to, just because I'm better. I don't know, why do they name themselves stupid things? Whatever. Make sure you try to pick up that last one, just in case you guys don't do that. Now we got that. Now we got a hole plugged, and I can get another. Now sure, someone might be thinking, oh, someone came out here, and I don't want to start grabbing stuff out from under them. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. You still have too much lifetime left, kiddo, but you're about to break. Man, okay, I got 2, you know, 2 of 2 out of the 3. I'll drop you at this point. Oh, but it's a master crafted. I usually save those to drop them off where I visited. There's iron ore right there. I drop it. So that gives me all I need. All I need is a little more time. Oh man. Kiss the axe goodbye. Kiss your axe goodbye. It's hard. It's hard. You gotta make hard choices, dang it. Don't be a wuss. Well, okay, I could throw away Stinkhorn. Why would I want the Stinkhorn? Why? And it's only 10. And I'm probably going to. Why? Because there's a guy in a goat mask named Eggs watching me. I feel creeped. No, I don't. Man, I've had... I want to talk about it. Exhilarating. Man, I'm just getting a 10,000 EXP on this bad boy. That's pretty solid. Now, hopefully Egg's been out for a smoke or something, and I'm not taking up their time. I actually, honestly, all kidding aside, I think they're waiting. You know, because the rocks will start coming back. See over there, where I first started? They're coming back, right? So don't be butthurt, you know, about these things. Don't be like, oh darn, you know. 13's down. I know, this is what it comes down. It comes down to this, you grab the ankles and I'll grab the wrists. You grab the ankles and I'll grab the wrists. You grab the ankles and I'll grab the wrists. It comes down to this, what, soul coughing? Come on, guys. There it goes. Eggs has survived. So I don't have to get rid of the meat. Where's the thing I got rid of? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna get that little cutie ball of glow right up my tuchus if I don't watch it. Alright. Oh. The elegant stink. Is there any more around here? I don't know. Maybe I'll need it. I'll definitely remember where I found it. Where did Eggs go? Oh, he took off. Oh no, he didn't. There he is. You gotta say cheers, Eggs. Thanks. So, hold on, I didn't send it. You gotta send the damn thing. Dang it. There you go. How cheery. Alright, we're out of here. You know, those cute little glowing balls of hate down there. These things, see this? This is what he was looking for. Maybe not, you know, wrought iron at all. Right? These are the pure. Ooh, see them, touch them. Very nice, huh? Just in case you haven't seen the pure, there she is. And there's much more around here. If you want to dodge those guys, you can go down there. What, you know, I've seen some people beat those things back and forth. They used to be defeatable, and I can't remember any reward coming from them. No, I've never defeated one personally. Man, I could get more. No, I can't. You gotta go away. And you're down there. You're down there. Sort of. Just in case I find more stinkhorn. Yep. There he goes. But, yeah, they have to wait for the pure iron to come back, and you cycle it. You know? Lots of pure iron. Oh, well, before you did not see it next to the road. I mean, no, you didn't. Oh, there's some. Did I grab the stuff in front of him? No, I didn't. I didn't want to be cheeky, did I? I'm going to grab this, and they're going to chase me. Quick, 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 quick. You darn badger. I know they're back here. They hide stuff appropriately. Let me find out if I can get chased down by a spook trying to get landscaping materials. The landscaping materials of death. There's the Anatolian ivy also, which I'll have to skip if I see. Maybe. Yeah, I could grab more metal. No. I'm glad that pick broke. It solves a lot of future problems for me. Why do I think in Pax Dei I'm actually on the Inquisitor's side? I'd have to read more about him. Now, yes, the wilds are just a place to walk through. Is that pure or rot? Pure. And there's lots of it, folks. Yeah, I don't know why Eggs is sitting there waiting for anything to respawn, unless he was waiting for me. Because, well, I'll tell you, they put it everywhere. And the fact that I'm just walking up to it, that I was seeing a soul brother jumping all over me. I mean, they like little blondes. I'll tell you what. Creepy, huh? Big branch sticking out. I thought I saw a couple of Veil Stalkers around here. Not that I'm quite in fighting shape to go taking them on, but they are out here. Okay, so this is... There they are up there. Any behind the darn rocks, as I think I see them up there. See, that's just impure. But you got stalkers. Oh, there they are. Of course. See? I told you. I told you. I told you they're right around the corner. I'm looking at one pair, and they got a pair right around the corner waiting for me. The big trees snapping in. That's kind of a loadout here. I do wonder about the distance. Is the distance limited by my PC? Or is the distance limited by what I set? I would assume, with good reason, that it's my PC. Oh, these rivers are so nice, they just don't go anywhere. There's stuff out there. Little floating things. Is that tree off the ground? Do you see what I'm seeing? It's not showing its roots. You can see under it. Right over my head. Cool, huh? Yep, that's what happens with video games. They're video games. I don't know, immersive? That time goes by. You can tell that I can... Some people say I don't think about the world or whatever, their life. Think about it more. I'm not doing anything else with my brain. Hey, really, running a video game, you can see that I don't pay attention. You can see that things take me by surprise all the time, because I'm just kind of like absent-mindedly doing it. Look, it's floating. Okay, I could walk toward it. Any stalkers out here? They are. How do I know it's where I found them in the early days? There, Bougainvillea. Are you going to show up if I get closer? Are you going to make it worth it? Who would come all the way out here for reeds? Well, okay, you need plants out here, right? As far as I'm concerned, having reeds out here is no problem. Yeah, it's floating. They're floating. And a couple of them aren't twisted enough to not look like each other. But anyway. Things done by hand are better. Or worse. Stalkers. In pairs, man. Well, okay. If you're high enough, you don't even care. You can whack them and whack them and whack them, that's right. Whack them and whack them and whack them. Nice, nice. Now, someone's going to chase me eventually. There's usually two close enough to the road to give my... There. Stay to the inside. things have changed. Yeah, there used to be Soul Brothers right there, one around right there, and a couple floating on the road. So if you're looking at this one, the ones on the road would get you. And I don't see them right now. I don't see their blurs. Any? Yep. Hold it. There. 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 Ah, number 2. Anybody out here? Is this... That's copper. Oh, don't tell me that's tin. I don't even want to know. Let's get through here. Soul Brother over there is going to come over and spank me. Yeah, Gerritdina doesn't make a very good black velvet woman, so she just keeps on walking along. Black velvet's crap. Don't drink that. Oh, there's the Rainbow Phoenix, just in case you're not suspicious at why they'd have a rainbow pheasant, excuse me. It's just they're always trying to shove something down your throat. God made the rainbow. Oh, why are you getting off that? How do you know they're saying rainbow? Rainbow anything. Come on, give me a break. Is there a rainbow pheasant? Is there really? There's lots of it. Now, if I had an arrow on... I do. I don't have any room. I knew... See, I didn't want to do it. Why do I have arrows on me? Just in case. There. Soul Brother. Man, I wanted the bougainvilleas. Dang it. You guys are always trying to put pressure on the arts. If you can't see those guys that well, I feel for you. I tell you that. You can sneak around... There, see? Of course you can see him. It's like watching the Predator, you know? That's a number 3. He'll do whack-a-do me. Oh, well, those are fine the way they are. You might think to yourself, you're not making very fast progress. Well, I could have taken the course to the other gate, which I kind of regret right now. Right? Going back here. No, let's do it. Oh, it's such a bother. Let's go. There's stalkers up there. They'll kick your ass. Gotta do it. Or I gotta do it next time. And I'm already out here. Now you might think, well, hold on. Are you setting up so you can just fast travel everywhere? I want to set things up so I can fast travel when I want. It's there. Might as well embrace it. But you see me right now. You've seen me walk all over this place. You've seen me walk all over. Fast travel destinations, then why? Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about when we get to the gate. That way I'm not doing something stupid. Because they have changed things around up here. The stalkers are here. I'm taking a risk by burning these boosters. There's 2 out there. See. 3. No, 2? 3? Definitely tell when they're on you. Any over here? There will be. There will be. There will be. I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be. Creepy little green guy. Come on. Give me the boosters. There. Fly like an eagle to the sea. There is no sea. Were you there when I talked to you about how, well, most all games I can think of, besides 1 or 2, which have connecting map edges, most of them are just a world surrounded by ocean. Do you know why it's a world surrounded by ocean? You want to know? You want to know? Look at all this. Just in case you thought you missed out. If you need it, If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. But take your time, cause it respawns a lot. Yeah, I'm opening these gates is important. Being able to get around, and I have to do the same thing. Look at all this. I mean, really, this has been here a long time. The lioness thing is piled up. This, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know, I could count it all and say, oh, well, there's 10 more. Come on, you jerks. They're here. Tin. Now, stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of tin here. I wonder how much. And this would be a good place to check out the hidden gaming layers information, right? And just in case you want to go to a camp right there. Maybe it's important. Maybe it's a named guy. Yes. The landscape and all in this game is why I won't be able to do anything with it. Really, the beauty. They've already reduced the beauty. Which was like, what? They already said, yeah, we got to reduce how much foliage, flora and fauna we have. What? That's backwards. See, more and more. More and more and more. And this isn't a lioness gate. This is a gate where you're just coming from another place. And we'll have a look at it here. In fact, opening the gate's much more important than going to Retz as we come into nearly the second hour. Yes. Fast travel location unlocked. Now, just in case this ever happens to you, where you run down here, this is cool how you can see through it, because it's truly a three-dimensional perspective, and it is. Sometimes you hit the wall, though. Right. Yep. Inescalia, as I thought I remembered. Now, the bloom. So, right outside the gate's lovely stuff. Just in case you didn't have enough. Inescalia. Ooh, my goodness. Where are we? Yep, top. Oh my goodness, I forgot that this is the top. Langres, Ardennes, Morvan, Nons, Tricasis, Javerdus. I think that's the first time I've ever said that. I don't know how much of this stuff is dead worship idols and stuff like that. Don't know. But there's the gate to Lioness right there. You could travel back into Lioness through there. And there's only one more gate. Now, very often, I would take the time to go to that gate. And that might be Melly. But here's the note here. As you walk away from the gate, you got to get far enough. It might not do it. There it is. Now, the gate is open. It would have well, okay, if you'd run from the gate saying, "Yay, I'm here," right? See, this is the region of Galilee, right? Inescalia, this is the region of Galilee. This is the inner Gallia. Probably one of the oldest representations of what they thought Pax Dei should look like. The connection of the waterways was a big, massive sign on whether they'd have boating to these areas. I mean, the Ardennes, which, man, I need to go over there to see if they actually allowed it to be pretty. Because sometimes they stack up these buildings. No. It's a bit much. Well, they look the same, don't they? Alright, no lioness. Alright. Now let's get to Retz. We gotta be there in a few minutes. You know I'm lying. Okay, well there is a shortcut. If you don't get blinded. I was blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. Another Roma in the night. Revved up like a deuce. I said wrapped up because that's the other way to make fun of it. If I could just pick up 2 more iron. Man. No. I need chanterelles. Where are they? Not these darn. Watch for boars. Now, for those, you know, are they? Yes. Did I just hear bear? No, I'm not gonna. I know oysters. They have better stamina recovery. I'm just not messing around right now. Ooh. Definitely can't wait till I have longer stamina with, you know, higher tier gear. It was nice when you first get into bronze and the heavier foods, and you can run so much farther. That's something that is wonderful. Now you can tell by the way this trail goes. There's shortcuts. Yeah, you could jump across. Do that in armor though. Now, personally, when it comes down to it, you can see from out here, there's plenty of everything. It just isn't right in your face in the home valley. Well, I actually believe it's something that Mainframe has overdone. Anybody in the know doesn't need the market at all. In fact, the market is useless. You can be nice to people and sell stuff to people, or trade, or help them craft. I mean, I wouldn't craft cotton cord for anybody who can't even do wool, yarn. There's no helping that person, and they'll constantly be at your door going, well, make more, I need more. I went through my armor. I want to go play. Make more. I want to go play. That's all you'll hear. Make more. I want to go play. You'll be like, do I know you? You know, yeah, you make stuff for me. You know, remember? Well, once. I had a guy from Amsterdam who was constantly trying to give me things. I started in Dolavan October 14th with the full release, you know, like a lot of other people. Well, not as many as you'd think, but yeah, enough. You can hear them. Though, you know, when it comes to a whole section, I've slayed the guys who are out in this field. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a couple more. Oh, look. And that's a twist business, mostly. Yes. Full of bougainvillea. No, I am full of bougainvillea. Thank you. I haven't made anything with them. Just happy to have them. So that I'll have enough when I do. The crafting takes, like, you know, a certain amount. I could look it up right now. Kind of inconvenient. Traveling through Pax Dei is one of the best features of the whole deal. Really? Bougainvillea next to iron. It's too tempting. There's some things. I forget that my inventory is full, and I'll go walking towards something. Like, what are you doing? Oh, the stinkhorn is also found down by the river here. along the old forest edge. I think they call it the old forest here. That white shadow on that rock had me. I just try to monitor my stamina lightly out here. But no, this is actually, staying on the road, you still usually, triggered a few close to the road. And there was some bears. Now these nice little glowing friends here. I'm your only friend, I'm just a glowing friend, but really I'm not. Anyway. I'm only a friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, because I am Blue Canary in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you? There's a road that goes to the inside of this pond and out to here. Not marked on the map. It was never changed. Right? You got this body of water. You look right at her. Oops. Or way north of her. Man, I gotta make sure to zoom in on the point. But you're right here, and you're like, well, where's this other road go? Because you kind of got this road funny thing here, like no one corrected it with the trees. Like they use potato tree stamps to do everything. Here. Lots of metal out here. All of you guys searching for metal around the home valleys. If the guys are only telling the BOIs where stuff are, well, you gotta, get out and explore. I have walked back and forth across Gallia. Not the whole thing yet. I mean, really, Innis Gallia, Regio Gallia is, I have walked, well, I haven't really toured it. I went through it. What am I thinking? See, no road. It's just something. They never marked. Just so you know. You don't have to walk around it. And it leads to death. No, it just leads to the road. There it is. But yes, this road you would walk up and all the way around. All the way. And it's longer than it seems. Funny that. Here's the howling woman and her howling house. Here's the badger I punched the other day just to watch him die. I'm serious. I thought he was going to go out there and ramble those soldiers. See how close he was? He was going a different way. I don't know. Maybe it was a different badger. But I doubt it. Whoa. See? There it is. Dang it. Is this the stuff that sticks to your walls and bugs the heck out of you? I'm trying to do sour grapes already. Nah. I will be checking it out, though. Hold it. I do not remember. Yes, I did. Lots of Inquisitor camps out here, everything. Getting out and going around. So, as we come toward Retz, and we are going long. This is just a long one. It's a Wednesday. It's a hump day. And I had a lot to do. Glad you joined me. If you're still listening to this the next day or the day after, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord for your time. There's our log bench right there. But you can't sit on that one. Cats. Yeah, get to Retz. It's almost time for me to call the cats. I don't want to call too late. I have a very loud voice, and it carries a long way. I can make a guitar body. You know, acoustic guitar. I can make that body from 200 feet away hum. It's fun. Well, you know, some people get all trippy because of it. I don't get trippy because they have a lisp and they smell like poo. I'm just loud and I sound like a toxic male. I'll stick with women. Most guys I hang out with are intimidated by me. And they're not as smart as me, in the end. But when you're an intelligent person, you often act dumb, like the people around you, because you're used to acting dumb, because they're not very smart, you know, and they don't appreciate it when you're smarter than them. And you can either be alone, which I prefer to be, or you can, no, this is the badger. There he is. I'm going to get him again. I swear, I'm going to get him again. Don't do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Just do it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You did it last time. I know, but you're still there. See? Get over it. Darn badger. They're not supposed to give a dang. Flag spot. Right now. Right now. Right now. There you go. Retz. If you have never walked into Retz, whoa, isn't that funny? There you go. You got the cold diapers. Isn't that great? We don't use lead for these windows. You know, but we got cold diapers. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna crap on everybody who does this. I don't care. You know, oh, I put stuff in the floor. Why don't you tuck in your cold diapers? Oh, look at my pretty little thing. Why don't you tuck in your cold diapers? Hey, did you want to see whatever your floating furnaces? It's like a space game. Oh, it just blows my mind. Really. No shame. No shame whatsoever. I built it out of town so no one can see it. I know, it's your little... Last trip? Is that what it is? Last trip? Last rip? Last rips? You know, if you want some fireplace ideas for your furnace, you see that his furnace is tucked right to the wall there. See how they do their round back? Pfft, applaud them on that. Of course, they just said, "Oh, screw it, man. I need more." Right? I need more. But yeah, well, this worked out. Very nice here. I'm gonna steal that idea. That's very nice. Without the stupid lanterns on each side. That's stupid. Anyway. I don't know, it's like, you know, Homer Simpson designing a car. That's what it seems like to me all the time. So you got the chimneys around. Work harder, man. Shit, it's just a fucking factory. Just a fucking waste. There's more. That's another shithole country. Oh well. Let's see what else they've done to it. I mean, really, that's worth lag coming into the world? I don't think so. But I'm going to get to the fast travel point here. It is disappointing. Oh, Leroy. Is anybody at the door? It should be by now. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get out and call for him. It's the time. Well, shoot, man. It takes like till 1 o'clock to get Cookie in. It's not even worth it. It's ridiculous. Why do I try? No, they won't come in. Tin. Dear. Woo. Kind of buggy. How populated it is out here. Yes, you could already see stacks of stuff from here. That's an old statement. I didn't know they stacked whatever that high. Whatever. Ah, yeah, it's another block palace. Yay! Look at my big stack. Okay, so when I put down a bunch of plots, because I used to play for free, right? Before full release, we all played for free. It's you. I'm not going to give you the time of day. How nice. Now, hopefully they build something nice within view of somebody who built something nice. And these people... Oh, that's the same guy as the other guy, isn't it? Isn't it the same? It looks the same. It's like a Dutch, alcoholic's house. Not this one. I think they went a bit far with the foundation pillars, though. Oh, there you go. Look at it, yeah, right? We're enjoying Pax Dei. Look at us having a good old time. It's a fucking job. What bullshit. I don't care. I only have 2 kilns. I only have 2 of anything. We're not going fast enough. You're not doing enough. You're not making enough money. You're not... Whatever. I think... Belgium. Might as well be Belgium. Anyway. But, hold on, I'm going the wrong way. In and around the... You see, it's easier to go this way. This takes forever. Forever. Darn bug to kill. But here we are. If you know this intersection, there's a guy with a mansion with a big giant N on it right there. Oh well. Everything looks like a frickin' Swiss Army house. How much money can I make out of this home? Who cares? It looks like shit. Looks like shit. I mean, it just looks like shit. Yay. Looks like shit. Do it better. Do it again. I mean, now that you have all this stuff, do it better. Do it again. That's a nice little place. It's probably theirs. But look, there it is. Just fill these. Well, I don't ever see anybody. I don't have anybody to play with. Well, your mother trucking filling these all day. And when you're not here, they're empty. There's another one. What is this, a disease? Everybody well, at least they're copying off each other. They all have market stalls. This place is empty. Truly. That's Isolet's place over, and it's just got chunky monkey junkie there. Oh well. Here's why I don't put a roof on places, right here. See that nice little brick joint there? There's another floating brick joint. Well, of course, we already saw that one. Looks like shit. Deja vu. Adries. Adri, pick up a copy of Sunset Magazine. Or you can't even go up the steps. Oh, never mind. Wouldn't bless him with my presence. Anyway. Yeah, maybe this is the new Retz, huh? Did everybody avoid this because the Golden Company was supposed to swamp it or something? I don't know. Big haunted house. Is that an emote face? They're trying to let in light, probably. Tails. Congratulations on getting the name. Get Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails. Yes. Oh, don't tell me. Is someone trying to build their own here? Pig. A lot of them don't even look like names. It's like they're trying to get you to read something. You just can't find out their name. They're got a message. Nice steps, kiddo. That's how I used to make steps. Yeah, they look like that, but you can repair them. Who knows? And if they don't want to be known, Jolt Starro, a pig. It must be connected. Wow, they have these skills to build these heavy chests. Epiousios. Wow, that was a slow res, don't you think? My goodness. That was impressive. Man, you should... Don't go to the servers where... You know, for anybody in Ukraine watching me, you know, I pray you build better than the Russians. Because you certainly seem to fight a war better than they do. You know, fuck them for attacking you. I'm not so sure about you having biological testing things for our liberal scum, but we'll take care of that for you. You won't have a damn choice, but, you know. God bless America. I know you got a lot of Christians there. I know the Russians like to kill them, too. It's pretty sad. You know, I don't pray for... anything more but peace and innocence. That the innocents survive. Really? Is someone trying to build a golden company here, or is that just a prison? It looks like a federal prison. And maybe that's what a lot of people's examples are, you know. Like False Incarnate says they work in IT, which explains a lot. You know, when you're the people you're helping basically just can't figure out whether they have two screensavers running at once. Yeah, Thatch is much better. Much better. I hate the steak roofs. Someone's trying to act like they have a village down there. But right, the Golden Company in Retz is holding all this. But if you walk by it, you'll notice how a lot of it's empty. It's just sitting there. It's just doing nothing. You know, it's costing money. And they're saying to themselves, I reason, oh, someday we'll have all the stuff. Really? No, I don't have any problems with seizures. Well, I do, but physical ones that come from labor, not just come from my eyes moving around. So I'm sorry if I bug anybody. Yeah, this is awful. Really? All that? I bet your penis is real small. Literally. Like, it's micro. Oh well. Yeah, this is like a big pile of crap that most people build. Empyreon, they do the same thing. Empyreon, though, you don't have a limit. They had to support these plots. I mean, they're paying for this. I mean, they're paying for it. Right over that water. They thought that was a great idea. And I don't know who this is. I hope it's them. I mean, it would be fitting if it was just them. Oh well. I'm a real shit about this. Hi, kiddo. You know, I'm a real shit about it. People who just do big obscene things And they're like, me, come look at my place. I'm like, I don't want to. It looks like a whorehouse. I mean, really, fuck off. Tear that shit down and build something else. Well, why don't you build something? Well, I'm sorry, can you see my shitty place from here? No, I don't see anything. That's right. I can't see your shitty place. You know, right? But yeah, at least I don't have that. Yeah, I work out of a little shed hidden in the forest. And then there's this. And look at that. I would have warned you. I would have warned you. This is why I don't come to Retz here. It's as if the Golden Company built something nice and a bunch of troglodyte, you know, chuds, came over here and said, I could do that too. You know, whatever, man. What a bunch of shit. It looks like a gerbil, you know, one of those we used to use as kids. They had the tubes that went everywhere. I mean, it looked like I built a little space thing out of Lego platforms or something. Thank God they couldn't build over the road over here. Really, all this. Who in the heck is this? And actually, who cares? But it's just more. It just continues. Yay! This is what, you know, playing together and being in a community and, you know, building towns and mixing them together, you know, integrating, sharing. The Golden Company's doing that. I don't know if anybody really has use to those buildings because Mainframe hasn't given us anything we can use. We just pretend. We stick our thumbs in our freaking mouth and we pretend. It's all bullshit. And they're losing it. I mean, I'll enjoy it till it's over, but that's all we're gonna do. Great. Great. Oh, what frickin'... Born in chaos. Market. Don't tell me that's their excuse, right? Fetal alcohol. Oh, I mean, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fetal alcohol right here. Here's your fetal alcohol palace. This is Pax Dei right here. Here's your tweaker. Is this a tweaker? Who the fuck is this? I'm gonna run him through it. You know, I don't care if he can kill me in all his super armor. I want to stick this thing up his nose before it happens, though. Oh, great. He's not a genius. Oh well, I'm done. Alright. Fuck Retz, Selene. It's a pile of shit. Alright. Well, I'll tell you. Lord bless you. I'm in the wrong place. If I was in Maremna, that'd be so funny. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I mean, look, the Dozer Mart looks better than that Tweaker Mart back there. F and A. F Retz. We got diaper pants over here. You know. But even our diaper pants isn't as atrocious as the ones we saw there. That's Tweaker World. I mean, I know tweakers, dude. I'm sorry. If you don't know what a tweaker is, you don't have your eyes open. And I'm vicious about it. I mean, we got diaper people all over the place right as you come in. But man, Retz over there, all that work to do that. I mean, these shitheads need to rebuild their stuff too. But that's just the way it is. You can't make them, and they'll just make it worse out of spite. You know they will. Yep, got a cat. And they will. A lot of these places are really just spite places. Cupcake! Tip, tip, tip! Cupcake! And there you are. See, we've turned a page in Epiousios. So by the time we get this late, I'm like, fuck it. Hi, Steve. Try to redo your letters. I mean, really. Once you do something, you should try to do it right. I mean, you did the dreadlock poodle thing. Well, why don't you try to do it right? I mean, look at those letters. Those letters look nice compared to anybody else's. And some people have some really fancy ones. This place, just an open wound. We used to call the ladies hatchet wound. Well, there you go. That's those Australian guys I used to know. Well, for your flat earthers who don't believe in Australia, which is pretty crazy, don't you think? Dude, do all y'all know that? The flat earthers do not believe that Australia's there? They don't believe that Australians can happen. Do Australians know this? Blew me away. Angles to the buildings, man. Angles to the buildings. Just build it all up. Build it up. Isn't it funny how people naturally do that? Let's go to a beautiful world. I don't like that. But, and build it all up. Just build it. Build it. Fill it. Fill it. But it's nothing. These places are nothing. They're empty. Worthless. Useless. Meaningless. Nothing in them. There you go. Look, and I can't even go to the floor. Ah, there you are. There you go. Are you going to do it? You going to be able to make it? No. But, look. Oh, there you go. Nothing in there. Nothing. Nothing. Let's take up the road. Let's build it right to the road and make something cute. But there's nothing. It's meaningless. It's nobody's anything. I know, right? Kind of stuff on the walls. There you go. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, well. Will the Church of the Poison Wine hold up? Up, 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 up. There you go. Woo! I have a lot of fun. I played a lot of video games. For people who know video games by heart and they lord it over others, you suck. You suck. I mean, one of the first things I said about Pax Dei was, I don't play games that blow dog. So this game, I told him in a review, you know, to the devs, so don't blow dog, because it sounds like you're full of crap. That was more than 2 years ago. They were full of crap. Sorry. But they made a beautiful little place with Unreal before they found out that everything they said they could do with this beautiful place was bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I could do a video going down everything they originally said. And when Dano says, oh, we got a million things that need to be remedied before we improve trees, you know, with their going to the foundations, does he forget that they promoted this game to be solely something different? And then all the liberal scum came in and started demanding all sorts of shit, and Mainframe didn't say no. And now they're derailed. They're derailed to Poofy Game. We got Poofy Game. And we have a whole bunch of us who are running around doing little things, trying to be nice, but they can't go anywhere and talk to anybody. Because AI is saying, well, okay, oh, no, maybe you're all not like me. You're all different than me. You can't put coconut-laden swallow as a 13th choice for bird, because they won't let you put in swallow. It says crap's chaos, or, you know, that's toxic. That isn't toxic. It's really shit, guys. And it's Swedish. Like I said, Helsinki is such a POS city, and it's so fucking liberal, that the Russians, which I would never take Putin, who's, you know, a bastard, really. I mean, a murderer. You know, that guy's a freaking psychopath. What he's doing to Ukraine. I don't care if they did have biological labs there. Call us. We wouldn't have murdered churches full of Christians. And the Ukraine is putting their mentally disabled on the front lines. You know, in desperation. They're taking men off the streets. You know, they're not even going to have a generation. It's just whatever. It's very sad. What am I using skinning on? I'm going to retract. 7. There you go. Yeah, shitty world, man. I'm sorry about what happened to Ukraine. I mean, really, Beautiful place full of beautiful opportunities. I don't know when you guys will be able to live again. I mean, really, when will you be able to live again? When Russia stops, I guess. And people might talk about us. America doesn't have wars like that. And anybody who says we do can stick it straight up your kazoo, man. You ain't talking to me. Not even getting anywhere. No, you're not going to get anywhere with me. You filthy liar. You're like false incarnate, you know? Just a filthy liar who likes filling channels full of shit. As long as they're talking, man, they're happy. You might think, well, you talk a lot. I put, what? I've gone for 2 hours and 31 minutes straight. And I haven't told you a single falsehood. Or prove it. Prove it or tune out. I don't, people don't get to make claims around me. Prove it. You sound like, you don't even know what that is. Whatever it is you were going to say. Sound like a... Yeah, plenty of things. I didn't need to bring any of that junk back. If you have I get plenty from around here on rocks. Anyway. Yeah, Retz pissed me off. That's it. I don't know. The chances of me going back there are really slim. So whatever. I mean, they don't care. And I mean, I'm not affecting them with my opinion at all. You think they're gonna what? Build nicer places? I mean, shoot. Yeah, I got a place with raw rock. Yes, yes, yes. You might think I'm a hypocrite. No, you don't know what a hypocrite is then. Their places look like shit. Here, let's do one last adventure. I keep on forgetting crossing server lines turns me down. Now, I build small when I build something. Most of the inspiration is like, let's make it look like a ruin, you know? Since we're supposed to be surrounded by ruins. I have a little bit of a lot there, but nothing else. And I'm not sure how much I want to be seen over the road. Now this guy has 52 plots. They number them. And they should if you have 52. Got a market there. They got to be wondering to themselves, all this way. At least they've only, got a couple, coal furnaces. If they cover this whole fucking thing with coal furnaces, that's just stupid. You know how much money it costs to hold all this land? If you have plenty, if you're just an IT guy and you make $5,000 a month, cool, man. I mean, really, $5,000 a month, and maybe you only pay $1,500 to $2,500 rent or lease, or you own a home, right? You own a home and all that stuff. Then this stuff, people were laughing at me. Well, they tried to in chat, saying, "Oh, maybe it's the same bridge guy as the guy we just saw. At least he builds them slightly better." But I've gone across that bridge. He's been working on it, I guess. Whatever. Look, this nice little house down here is gonna get buried in the shadow of this. But it's 52 plots. 52 plots, a little over $4 a month. Oh well. Oh well. Well, have fun filling it with stone. 20 blocks at a time. But you can. You got the Penitentiary tree down by the shores. At least someone's got that, nice Coliseum going up. I hope it looks nice. Looks like the steps are developing and everything. Some buildings are changing. Maybe they'll take these big brick hells and turn them into something. They'll see someone else that's done something inspiring. One of the terrible things is these, like this guy on the lake, right? It's gonna be buried. It's buried in a hole. Does he care? No. Or does he? He'll say he doesn't. There's another one like we saw in Armanhack. Or no, Astarak. Right? Brilliant design. But you can see nice places buried amongst these shitholes. Absolute stacks of shit. I mean, just repetitive hotel bullshit. I mean, why do they even bother? Some people work so hard And then other people just put up a, well, that's a double toilet right there. That's a big double toilet. Yeah, why don't I put a roof on my place? Man, I'll be surprised if I ever bother to finish it. It's not like I'll have good-looking neighbors. And if I do finish it, I think my neighbors are going to make it look like hell. That's why. So why do you play Pax Dei? It's the only game left. It's the best thing we have. I'd be playing Star Citizen, but that's actually super boring. You know, I can't play it. What is it? RSI, I'm a member of RSI. To get into it and start it and everything like that, it just takes too much time. And it's really worthless. You spend a lot of your time putting things on shelves or watching cargo you've gathered to sell at a POI scrapyard. Just automatically sell it. You don't have to meet anybody or do anything. And then it disappears and you get nothing. And so it's really just a bogus little casino game. You can go shoot people or be one of the people they shoot, whatever. And you don't have to know them. You just go out and shoot strangers. Ridge 6, check him out. There. Ridge 6. That's my only Star Citizen promotion. Otherwise, that game can eat a bag of prawny. Because I'll tell you what, $1.5 billion and it's still just as impossible as Pax Dei. Right, Garrett? Sorry. It's impossible. So let's have fun with this while it goes down. Let's ride this bitch down. It was nice. It was cool. If it's here later, yeah, I'll still be here. But it'll probably still be pretty much the way it is. I wouldn't expect them to get much farther. I don't think... Well, okay, it's learning curve. And I think most of them are looking for a game that could help them earn retirement money. Well... May the Lord bless you. And Lord bless you. I pray they can make retirement money off this game. It's just a game. You know, it used to be more than that. But now it's just Unreal Engine's best. And you know why everybody else doesn't do this? Because you can't. You can't do this and make a game out of it. You can't make this wonderful thing and hope for a game out of it. We're not there yet. How can you say this? How can you say this? Sorry, man. You can buy the best computer you want. You can get the highest bit rate you want. Their servers still cannot communicate to you that fast, and the network can't send it to you that fast. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe when we're all running algae, when we have fish tank computers, you know, and it's just algae and everything, and it assembles itself. Maybe those would be the days. Because, have you heard what memory costs? Yeah, let's go get more. Have you heard what the new GPUs cost? Yeah, let's go get a upgraded GPU. I don't care if you are one of those people who makes $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month. People on the slope, you know, jobs that I used to weld at, $31 an hour. $31 an hour, and you get 14 hours a day. Now that's not salary. There's people, man, you got a 2-year degree and all you do is type keys and you make tons of money in a big city. And you can still barely make it. Yay, isn't that great? So, you know, enjoy Pax Dei. You and 800 other people think it's great. And me too. Make that 801. Right, Garrett? I'll miss Garrett if I don't see her here, but there's other places for Garrett. And there's other places for all 7 of my guys. But I will ride this sucker down. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. Go ahead, tell me what it is. Go ahead. I won't laugh at you until after I take a breath, because I will make it a long laugh. Keep your sticks on the ice. Hard times ahead. Hard times ahead. Because mainframe led us down a rosy path, and maybe it's our fault for believing it. We should have just not. We should have not believed it. All right, guys. Out of here.